the Ombudsman handed down was swift and took many by surprise. Still, it was hailed by many groups and stakeholders because it was the right thing to do and spared no prisoners. Our Clazel Pardilia on the Agriculture Secretary in full support of the preventive suspension order on over 130 NFA officials and personnel for an allegedly highly anomalous sale of rice stocks and its interim takeover of the reins of the agency in this report.
In a resolution of Ombudsman Samuel Martirez, preventive suspension was imposed on more than 100 officials and employees of the National Food Authority allegedly involved in anomalous rice sales. Among those suspended are NFA Administrator Rodrigo Bioco, Assistant Administrator for Operations John Hermano, and 137 regional managers, branch managers, and warehouse supervisors of the NFA. On January 31 of this year, the agency conducted a sale of 75,000 sacks of rice to select traders and millers without going through the bidding process. The NFA bought palay for farmers for 23 pesos, incurred expenses for milling and rice storage, but sold it at a disadvantaged price of 25 pesos due to alleged aging of stocks. According to the Ombudsman's resolution, there is a sufficient evidence to impose a 6-month suspension on NFA personnel pending the results of an ongoing investigation. Grave misconduct, gross neglect of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the best interests of the service are among the complaints that await those be charged. The Department of Agriculture is closely coordinating with the Ombudsman. The DA is also conducting its own investigation and will scrutinize the transactions of the NFA over the past 5 years.
The preventive suspension will allow the Ombudsman to secure all the documents and other evidences relating, but not limited to, the sale of rice, proper stocks, that is greatly disadvantageous to the government.
DA Secretary Q. Laurel stands firm he will neither tolerate any form of corruption nor allow people to enrich themselves while many Filipinos suffer. Secretary Q. Laurel has decided to temporarily leave the NFA. This is the first time that the Secretary of the DA has taken over the helm of the NFA.
I condemn this at hindi natin palalampasin ang anumang uri ng korupsyon. Kaisa ako sa ating Ombudsman sa layunin nitong alamin ang katotohanan at parusahan ang dapat maparusahan.
Q. Laurel has already informed the President about the issue. The DA also assured NFA operations will stay unhampered despite the drastic suspension of agency personnel.
Bagamat medyo marami itong nasuspend, 139 in total, ay magpapatuloy yung trabaho, yung effective delivery sa mga magsasaka, lalo na ngayon kasi bilihan ng palay.
The Samahang Industriya ng Agrikultura praised the government's swift action against allegedly corrupt NFA officials.
Welcome development yan. Kailangan talagang malaman, no? Kung sinong kasabwat doon sa yung pera ng kaban ng bayan ang mawawala. And of course, welcome din tayo na si Secretary Kiko ang magta-take over muna sa NFA.
But according to Bantay Bigas, suspension of over 100 NFA employees should not have been rushed.
Big differ kung sino yung may nag-utos niyan. Kawawa naman yung maraming mga empleyado, ang hirap-hirap na ng buhay, tapos masasama sila. Wala naman silang capacity para mag-desisyon na may gagawin yung identa doon sa ilang piling trader.
The Federation of Free Farmers pointed out this should serve as a lesson to review rice liberalization law.
Yung mga ganito kasi hindi na-anticipate ng mga mambabatas in their haste to pass the rice tarification law. Hindi nila nakita na pwede mangyari ito no? And okay, buffer stock NFA. And then kung walang calamity, anong gagawin mo dun sa buffer stock?
Kalay Zalpardilia for the new and better republic.